Yeah.
We ourselves are dealing with a lot of anxiety, and our kids really struggle with anxiety. You are there, you are present, you are asking for progress, you're not asking for perfection. I think in a way, if there's any blessing or silver lining that can come out of this whole COVID craziness, is that it's been a way to remind us to slow down a bit, to really appreciate what's in front of us and what we have.
Definitely.
And I know that for some it's become very overwhelming because you're juggling a lot, but it's almost that little nagging, hey, you do have a family. Hey, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to go outside. It's okay to take a second to breathe.
Right.
And y'all have done such an excellent job of that. So real quick, and then we're going to end with the last question, but I know that you guys start, and I think even end your day in your Zoom meetings where you allow the children an opportunity to just kind of talk and just have that social opportunity that they don't get to have right now with the social distancing.
Right.
And that's a good point. Let them vent and let them kind of.
Yes, that's a good point, because they are missing each other. And they're helping each other, and they're asking questions of each other. And so the dynamics there are really sweet. And I can tell they are contacting each other outside of school hours. So a positive may also be that friendships may even be strengthening. And I've been telling the kids too, a positive, I said, when you go through a tragedy together, you come out stronger, and we're going to have this bond that no one can take away. We went through COVID-19 together, and we're always going to have that memory. So what I'm trying to do, and you, Betsy, and all my fellow educators, we're trying to make it as positive as we can, because years later, when they look back, they're not going to remember what math lesson they were on or what the story was. They're going to say, wow, at my school, we did this, we did that, and we laughed, and we visited a zoo online, and we talked about this. Today, we're doing a video about Earth Day and about mold and how it's under the ground, things we never even think about. And would I have stopped to do that during a regular school day? I don't know. But when you get outside your comfort zone, your mind, and kudos to you, Betsy, too. You allow us teachers to experiment without fear or anxiety. And we know with the children, anxiety shuts your brain down. But since you've given the teachers the power to be creative, this has almost opened our creativity even more of what we want to do now. And even I've got a little running list for when we're back in the classroom, we're going to do this. So there's a lot of.
Y'all are very patient with me, because I always come up with crazy ideas that I throw at you. You're like, how do I do that one?
Well, I know you're the big thinker, and big thinkers have to be that way. The dreamers have to be that way. And then the worker bees go, how do we make that work? But until that little spark dream is put there, who would have thought about it, Yeah. I just try to let the kids, let's think about the positives that can come. And that's not to deny the negatives. We never poo-poo someone that says, I'm lonely. I've had students say, I'm lonely. I'm stressed. I don't like this. And I don't say, well, put a smile on. That's ridiculous. I say, well, what can we do about that? I'm glad you came to me. I'm glad you told me that. Tell me more. And then what can we do about it? And then the next day, did you spend more time outside? And this was very early on when workplaces were still open. A child was having difficulty working at home because her sibling's school hadn't taken off yet. So the solution was to work at dad's office. And this was when it was fine. This is weeks ago. So all of a sudden her Zoom background is different. I said, where are you working today? I'm at Dad's office. That's awesome. Is that helping? Is a different atmosphere helping? And she said, yeah. So we listen to their concerns, talk them through it, and then we say, well, what can we do about that?
That's one thing I will say that and I know we got to end, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being such an amazing teacher, but more importantly than that, because this is not something I can train or anyone can train, thank you for your love, for your support, for your compassion for these children, because that's not something you can train a teacher to teach. You can't train a teacher to care. And
yeah.
The staff that I have are the most caring individuals I have ever met. I get emails constantly, okay, so-and-so and so-and-so hasn't been on a lot. You guys truly pay attention.
Yes.
If they're missing, if they're sad, how can we, you guys connect with the parents?
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. In the end, it takes a village, and we're all here together, and we're going to fall together. We're going to gain together. We're going to, but in the end, we're going to succeed.
Yes.
And that's okay. I mean, like you said, we're building the plane as we're flying it. This is uncharted waters for everybody. And so, thank you for everything you do for these children. It shows. The parents have come to me as well and have said, what an amazing job you're doing, Andrea's doing. Oh my gosh, I'm constantly hearing it. And it's about touching these babies' lives, and it's about making a difference. And if we can just even remove one tiny little piece of stress from the parents and the children, just even a tiny piece, I feel like we're also doing our job. So
because
just
that's
to
always
recap,
been, go ahead.
No,
well,
go ahead.
I just always say that, one of my philosophies is, you probably heard of it, the triangle. You have one side, the parent, the student, and the teacher. And we need all that working together. If one side falls off, it doesn't work. So you and all the teachers I work with, we're all cognizant that the parents are a piece of this success. The child doesn't come to school and that goes away. And another blessing of this pandemic is we're seeing that whole child. And I know we say it at KnILE, we educate the whole child, but right now we're really educating the whole child. And we're putting, our money where our mouth is, and we're putting the boots to the ground and really living out our philosophy. And I personally, it was tiring at the beginning, but it's actually been more exhilarating and more exciting just to live through that.